I'm in the front row and there's other kids behind me. So I'm trying to look. The kids behind me are trying to look. So guess what's happening to me? Hey guys, it's me, Talia Arisa Gibson. You can call me Tag for short, and welcome to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Today we have a challenge. Yes, guys, a challenge. So this is the Cowboy Steak Reboot. It's the From Land to Sea 3K challenge. Goodness, that's a lot. And so celebrating MRTV on reaching their 3,000 subscribers in March. So it's awesome. Congratulations for sure. Be sure to check out their video. I'll have it down below. I'm going to let them tell you the rules.
All right. Now, the challenge is, as you can see, you have to have a steak. Now, we did the Cowboy steak because it's the reboot, so we went ahead and did it. You don't have to get steaks this big. It has to be a steak, though. It can be a 6 ounce, 10 ounce, 8 ounce, whatever you want. Has to be a steak. Okay, you also have to have something from the sea. The steak is from the land because we know cows walk the land. So you have to have something from the sea. We got crab legs. You can have fish, shrimp, anything that come from the sea. You can have as little or as much as you want. Okay, and we have cucumbers right here to go with it. You can drink. There's no time limit, as well as your drink has to be no sugar, water, diet, no sugar. We're trying to make sure this is something healthy. I got Verner's, no sugar, 0 sugar, and the doctor got
7-Up.
0, because we're trying to keep it on the healthy side. We know everybody pretty much, trying to kind of chill out. So that's why I'm being lenient. I don't want you to think we just got this much, because this is a 3K challenge celebration. You also, I would like for you to tell a short story of maybe your scariest or most memorable moment on land or sea. Since it's the land or sea challenge. Something that might have happened to you that was really scary, something that happened to you that shocked you, whatever. Just a little quick 5-minute, maybe 2-minute story. That'll just help the conversation of the video.
So they had some big Cowboy steaks, but guys, I'm not a huge steak eater. I don't eat a whole lot of beef, but it looks so yummy that I was like, oh, awesome. And showing some support. So what do I have? I actually got my food from Saltgrass Steakhouse. And I'm not sure where all they have Saltgrass Steakhouses. I know for sure they're in Texas. But I got I believe it was a 8-ounce sirloin steak, loaded mashed potatoes. For my sea, I have the shrimp. So my land is the steak, and then for my sea, I have fried shrimp. And then you're supposed to have a veggie. So I have my salad with, I added some peppers here. It's a Caesar salad, but I added some sweet baby peppers. And then I have bread, because they gave us bread. And I have some A1 steak sauce, and then I have some Sweet Baby Ray's spicy, sweet and spicy barbecue sauce. And they have some butter here for the bread. And so I'm going to say a prayer and we can get started. Dear God, thank you for this food that I'm about to eat. Thank you for this day. I ask to be with my viewers. Keep them happy, healthy, and safe. In your name I pray, amen. Amen. Okay, so I've said my prayer and we're going to get into it. I'm so hungry, y'all. So hungry. Let's get into these loaded potatoes. So they're potatoes, cheese, bacon. I think it was supposed to have chives. I don't see the chives. That's good. Get into this steak. Right? Yum, yum. Now, I'm not a really big fan of A1 steak sauce, but I was like, let me give it another try. There's some things like I'll try them the first time and I don't like it, and I try it again. I'm like, you know what? So let's give this another try. Well, first of all, let me try the steak by itself. Definitely a good flavor. Right? Let me try it with the A1. I'm gonna move that over here. I'm not a big A1 steak sauce fan, I guess. Maybe it's an acquired taste. I need to look at the ingredients to see what it's made out of. Some salad. Caesar salad. Some fried shrimp. That's good. So I will tag a couple people towards the end of this video. So it's been really cool learning about other content creators that I wasn't so familiar with. And one of them would be MRTV. And when I tell you they are funny, just go watch any video. Any video. Just go watch. Then come back and tell me that I was right. They are funny. Some people are just naturally funny and don't even have to try. That's them. So, if you are not subscribed to their channel, I advise that you do. Go help them get to their next goal. So I had actually ordered the steak medium well, but this is more well. For sure. It's definitely well. Let's get some of this Sweet Baby Ray's sweet spicy barbecue sauce. I feel like in a nice fancy restaurant, it probably would not be so proper to order barbecue sauce. With my steak, the steak etiquette, I guess. I'm getting better though. I ordered medium well. And usually I would have been that person to say, give me a well done steak. But this is well done. And I wanted medium well. So, which you start to understand with steak because it can get tough. But the flavor's good. So, medium well I can do. Now, medium rare and rare. I can't take all that pink. Nope. Cannot do it. These potatoes are good. Yummy. But definitely go check out their channel. Give them a big congratulations. This is a great challenge because it's delicious. I think this is my first time eating at Saltgrass. I was gonna order from, I think, Outback. And I thought about just cooking it. But, y'all, it's been a busy work week. And I was not wanting to come home and cook. I think what happened is that this had too much time to rest. Maybe they kind of overcooked it, and then letting it rest, you know, it can cook a little more. But the flavor is good. That shrimp is good. This is good. Woo! Woo! So, I'm drinking the sparkling ice, the cherry limeade. If you saw in the rules, you're supposed to have a sugar-free drink. So water or like a zero sugar soda, sugar-free. So this is zero sugar sparkling ice. This is the cherry limeade. Now, I put it in the freezer to let it get cold because I had just gotten it from the grocery store and it wasn't in the cold section. And then I forgot about it. And I was like, oh no. And when I got it, it kind of had ice in it. You might see, no pun intended, sparkling ice. Like a slushie though. But guys, I just been like tired. So you're supposed to share a story. Of a memory or something that happened from land to sea. as you saw in the directions. And so, I don't know, I don't think I've ever mentioned this on my channel. I'm not sure. I know I've told people about it, but I can't remember if I mentioned it on my channel. Who knows? Because sometimes I could start rambling and I may have mentioned it. But I'm going to tell you guys about something that happened to me when I was either in 3rd or 4th grade. So I think I was in 4th grade, because I think it was with the teacher that I really loved, like my 4th grade teacher, Miss Lewis, one of my favorite teachers of all time. She was just so caring and considerate of all her kids. She made everyone think they were her favorite student. And that's not easy to do. But we went on a field trip. So, if you didn't know, I was born and raised in Hobbs, New Mexico. New Mexico is the state, not the country. You guys will be surprised how many people will say, like, how was it growing up in Mexico? And I'm like, you just completely skipped that I said new. But in New Mexico, there's this cool landmark that's about a little over an hour from my hometown. And it's called the Carlsbad Caverns. It's in Carlsbad, New Mexico. And we were going on a school field trip there when I was in 4th grade. We had some parent chaperones with us. Now, for some reason, my mom didn't go on this one, because usually she would volunteer to chaperone a lot of our stuff. But for some reason, she didn't go on this one. And so we drove to the Carlsbad Caverns. We were all so excited. So excited. It was a little creepy because you're basically walking through these caves. And every so often a bat would fly by. But it's also really, really cool on the inside. If I can get a video clip, I'll put it here.
Carlsbad Caverns is one of the world's most important natural caves. It was likely formed in part by acids from underground petroleum deposits.
But there's a part of the caverns, and I don't know if they still have this part open for visitors, or I haven't been there since I was a kid. I need to go back. But we were walking through the caverns. We were in groups. So you had the volunteers who were there to chaperone us, and then the teacher, and we were in groups walking through the cavern. And we were excited because there was this whole thing about the bottomless pit that the tour guide told us. There was a bottomless pit. So basically, they called it the bottomless pit because no one had ever reached the bottom safely. So they never knew like how far the bottom was, or no one had ever reached the bottom. And so they just said it was bottomless. So we were fascinated by that story, of course. So So the tour guide, she was describing the bottomless pit and how no one had ever reached the bottom, so they don't know where the bottom is, how far down the bottom is. She's explaining. Now we know that the bottomless pit is actually 140 feet down. So all of us as kids are trying to look over into the pit. Now, I don't know why they would do this, but they had very thin rails that go around the pit. And it wasn't just like a circle. It was like there's the back of the cave, and then it was almost just like this front part rail. So we are, as kids, trying to look over and see this bottomless pit. Now, I'm in the front row, and there's other kids behind me. So I'm trying to look. The kids behind me are trying to look. So guess what's happening to me? I start to fall over the rail. And I'm like, stop. I'm like freaking out. Like, and they're not noticing that I'm actually falling because they're so busy trying to see. Thankfully, a parent was doing what she was there to do, and she grabbed me so I would not fall. When I tell you that was scary, I would have been gone. Nobody would have been able to come in after me. I would have been out of here. When I tell you that was scary, so scary that I still remember it so vividly. I could see it in my mind. I can't remember which parent it was from the students that were in my class, but I'm so grateful that she was paying attention, because the kids behind me, they were just so eager to see over. They didn't know that I was actually falling. When I told my mom, when I got home, it kind of shook her up a little bit. She's like, what? And then I said, Mom, I wonder how long I would have been falling. Curiosity killed the cat. And she was like, well, I'm glad we didn't find out. But till this day, like, of course I didn't want to fall. So I probably would have passed out before I hit the bottom. Because surely there's a bottom. But so I would have been out of here. It would have been a wrap. But when I was a teacher, I used to tell my students that story. And I would always tell them, I wonder how long I would have been falling. Can you imagine? It was scary. My friends would have felt horrible. But even we were joking about that too. Like, how long would I have been falling? I'm glad I didn't find out. And I wouldn't have known, because I'm pretty sure lack of oxygen at some point would have just knocked me out. Moral of the story: parents, you volunteer to go on a field trip, pay attention to the kids. Don't just be talking to other parents. Pay attention to the kids. Thankfully, that parent was paying attention to the kids. They definitely did not do this as medium well. This part's a little more tough. I don't think I can eat the rest of that. But the flavor is good. Another thing is, I should have eaten it right away. So I just can't blame them. So I gave it way too much time to sit, because I was busy doing other things. Y'all, I'm getting full. I have about this much steak left. Oh, somebody wanted that shrimp. Well, guys, I'm glad I'm here to see you all. And now I'm on the road to 40 in July 26th to be exact. The caverns did not take me out. The bottomless pit did not suck me up. There must have been a purpose for my life. Because, man, I just think about that though. It's just like, it's so crazy. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure you go and check out MRTV and subscribe to their channel. Be sure you watch their video. I will post it in the description box below. Let's see. Who will I challenge? I am challenging. It's Birdie. Yes, you've been challenged. Let's go. And also I'm challenging Carol the Girl, Miniature Mukbang. You've been challenged too. Do it your way. Yes. Well, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you'll know when I post. Until next time, bye. Like, comment, subscribe.